Mississippi Senator Roger Wicker now joins us. He is one of the leading voices opposing today's budget deal, expected to pass this afternoon, and joins us now. Senator, thank you very much for being with us. I wanted to ask you about your objections because of the military retirees, the pension cuts. There have been a number of people, including John McCain, who have pointed out that this will be fixed before it kicks in. So why vote against the whole budget deal to make this point?
Andrea, this has been a good fight. And I think the fact that we've been so aggressive on this has maybe gotten us a little farther down the path than we would have. I think before we got the facts, the American people thought, 1% less COLA is no big deal. And it was the small group of senators at first for our military retirees. That's right. It was a small group at first that pointed out this means $80,000 plus to the average enlisted guy, over $120,000 to the average officer lifetime. And it's a huge chunk of income to take from the people that stepped forward and volunteered to have a military career. So I think we've made some progress. We had an opportunity yesterday to actually correct this in the bill. And a lot of people who've given lip service to making a correction chose, for whatever reason, not to vote with us on that. So, a promise is nice, an assurance that we will visit this later on, have hearings, introduce standalone bills. That's helpful, but it's not the same as getting the language that was negotiated in secret changed before it goes to the president for his signature.
I wanted to play a little bit of yesterday's arguments, though, from the Senate floor. This is John McCain.
I understand that there are many of my colleagues on this side of the aisle that are very unhappy with this deal and intend to vote against it. My only response to that is I respect their vote, but I'd like to know what we do in order to avoid another shutdown of the government. I have concerns about the budget deal. Everybody, I think, does, because the nature of the way business is done. But to somehow vote against it without an alternative to keep the budget, to keep the government from shutting down, then I think lacks some intellectual integrity.
What do you say to that?
Well, I think we did have an alternative, and I really respect Senator McCain, and I respect his military service, but I think he was presenting a false choice. It wasn't a choice between shutting down the government. We have until the middle of January to work this out, and we could do it if, as we've been assured by the leadership, this is something that really needs to be fixed and we're all agreed on. So it's a false choice. We could have fixed it, and whether we win today or not, and it looks like we will not prevail today, we're going to carry this issue forward and make sure that we don't take a heavy chunk out of the hides of the people who volunteered to keep us safe.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Senator Wicker, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.